What's up, pals and gals of the YouTube world? It's your boy, the Wolfgamer25, and we are back once again. Yep, that's right, once again for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Oh, I'm pretty sure that you should know by now because it's that special time of the week where out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, sizes, colors. You better believe anything of the sorts, anything of that reference, you better believe you're going to find on this channel right here. But before the holy moments, before we get into the good stuff tonight, please, if you haven't already, as you know, we here at the Wolfpack, we care about you guys to know that um, I really care about you guys, and I hope that you're taking care of yourselves out there and doing what's necessary. And if you haven't already, please do me a favor and go grab yourself something to eat, grab something to drink if you want, or even, hey, grab a snack if you want to, because as you know, a Wolfpack is strong when the in it are strong as well. So please help yourself, and I'll be waiting. So no need to hurry. No need to hurry, because as you know, we'll be right here. Let me fix this real quick. Yes, that's better. Oh boy, get a chance to stretch. Oh, wait, just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's better. But I hope you guys are doing well under this pandemic circumstances. Oh yeah, because I know a lot of folks out there, they're not dealing with it so well, or not following the necessary rules. Oh boy, which is bad because we want to be able to. I know we're probably not going to be able to stop it, but we want to, slow the spread as much as possible. And yes, that includes, as I said in my previous broadcast, wearing the masks, washing your hands, keeping 6 feet apart. Now, I'm not. I mean, I understand. Yeah, I don't like following the rules just like anybody else does. But hey, I do it because I want to help everybody to, to help us thrive and get through this pandemic. Because I want to be able to help everybody else. Just because I know, just like I do, I know everybody else out there feels like we should get back to the way life was, because this pandemic is hurting a lot of people. Whoa, my goodness! There's a gnat. Yep, there's a gnat in here. That's just great. Well, at least this way we have a special guest. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Also, for those of you guys who are still working out in this pandemic, I hope that you're taking necessary precautions and that you're keeping your face covered that needs to be covered. I hope you're keeping your hands washed, and of course, I hope you're keeping safe at your workplaces, because you are important. Um, I know that they said that only certain places are essential, but you are essential, and don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. And no need to worry about me, folks. I mean, I have something to drink right here, as always. Trusty cup. Answer these messages real quick. Okie dokie. Yes. Okay. For those of you guys just joining us, I want to say welcome back. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys relaxed, because as you know, oh boy, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Give me a minute, folks. I'm sorry. I'm very excited about tonight's episode, folks. I mean, you should be too, but that's just me. I'm very excited about tonight's episode, but I hope you guys are too, because we will be looking at. Well, we're actually going to be revisiting a world. We're going to be introducing 2 new figures tonight. Both of them hailing from the world of basically flaming spears and spine ripping. Yes, that's right. You heard me, folks, because as we're heading back into the world of Mortal Kombat, as we introduce a key character of royalty, and of course, we will be adding a final piece to I call it the Trinity of fighters, mainly because they are 3 of the most well-known fighters in the MK universe, and I will get it. We're going to get into each character. We're going to get into where they came from, who they them so memorable, and see where one of them, of course, being one of my favorite fighters, and of course the other one, he is a favorite also. Just he didn't get a lot of screen time in the game, which I'm a little bit upset, because his character development throughout the years was great, but that's not to say he's still not one of my favorites, and I hope he makes a comeback sometime soon, whether it be in the new one or just in an upcoming one, even if it's a cameo, But that's just me, folks. Let me get one last drink. But one more time before we get started, I hope you guys sit back, relax, take a deep breath of relief, kick your feet up, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of this evening and tonight. So, let me just go ahead and get the first one ready. There we go. First up, I thought that we could go ahead and bring up a particular fighter with, how can I put this, quite a sort of a lifting presence, if you will. And the only reason I say that is mainly because the sort of fighting style that said character uses, and of course the weapons that said fighter uses, mainly because like she's become sort of a master with this weapon, and the only reason that that happens is because she's actually had so many years to practice. Now, I did say she, and the reason, of course, of that being is that we are talking about a specific female fighter of the Mortal Kombat universe, and she is my favorite. I mean, out of all the female fighters, I know there have been plenty in the past, but she's always been my favorite ever since her debut year, which of course was in back in 1993 in the Mortal Kombat 2 game. And the reason I say she's had so much time to practice is because, well, I mean, it's, about 10,000 years worth of practice to be exact. And while it may seem like that's, a sort of particularly good number of days, they weren't really done in quarantine because quarantine wasn't around this time, so you got to worry about that. But the cool thing about that is that 10,000 years worth of life, she hasn't aged a day, and to this day, I mean, she's still just amazing. She's still beautiful in every presence of the way, and she to me, she's over the years learned to be the perfect fangirl. Yes, of course. I kind of stole that one from Johnny Cage, so I hope he forgives me and doesn't shove a green ball on my face. But please, ladies and gentlemen, a Wolfpack welcome to the of Queen of Edenia, Kitana. Ladies and gentlemen, Kitana Khan. That's right, folks. This is the Mortal Kombat 11 version of her, and as you can see, this is her traditional Edenian blue outfit that she is rocking. And of course, as I said, she's my favorite female fighter, and I'm happy to say that she will be added to the Wolfpack tonight. Okay, if I can just get this devil's tape off there. I call it the devil's tape mainly because yeah, it's hard to get off, and of course it plagues me so much because I struggle with it so much. But in a way, it's actually a good thing because this time it gives me a chance to build up the suspense of getting her out of the box. But yeah, the reason I say that she was the queen is because it is true. Over the years, she became from fighter to to queen in a matter of time, which of course, in this case, as I said, it's not the issue, mainly because 10,000 years worth of time didn't really do much, to phase her because she took it like a champ and she still looks flawless. Okay, almost there. One more. And of course, this is the McFarlane special figure of her. Get her out of there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me put that. No, wait, I'll put the box over here. And of course, like all the McFarlane toys, it comes with a stand to put said figure on, which of course I might do. We start with her accessories. Whoa! I missed, and it flickered. Okay, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Come on, come on, come on. Let me have a look at you. Let me have a look at you. Come here. Easy now. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Let me give you guys a look at her. And there she is, folks. The Edenian badass. Sporting in her trademark blue. Because over the years, as I said, her first debut was in Mortal Kombat 2, which was back in 1993 of June, I believe. And from then on, her main character color was always blue because it helped her to sort of stand out amongst the other fighters And even then, to this day, she looks amazing. I love the concept. They went, as I said, with her traditional Mortal Kombat 11 attire, which of course this I'm gonna say this is probably during the the whole time warp, because for those of you guys who don't know, Mortal Kombat 11 is based on a whole time scheme, and I don't want to spoil too much, but for those of you guys who haven't played, I highly recommend it because it is one of my favorite games and I play it constantly. And of course, as you can tell, I do post videos of the fighters that I feel didn't get enough screen time, or even then if I want to just play around with one, make a fight compilation, I'll post it on this channel as well. And I actually did one of Katana, if I remember right. Yeah, I believe I did. Yes, I did actually, because I remember now. Okay. She does come with some accessories here. Let me give you guys a look at them. Of course, her trademark weapon of choice, which of course is a fan, but not just any fan. It's a fan of blades, and of course, some it could even be used as a sort of, Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to drop that. Hopefully, it didn't puncture the. No, it didn't puncture nothing. Okay, because basically, it is a fan, but it has special abilities as well. Because with her training, as everything that she's done, she's learned to use it as a projectile move, a deflector of certain moves. I can't really say which ones. And of course, she uses it as it rotates in her hand. She actually uses it to lift her opponents off the ground by using a fan type move that goes like that and summons a breath of wind and sort of lifts them off of the ground, which of course in turn opens them up to a nasty combo. Let me tell you, she is amazing and she is good. She's a good fighter. And of course, she does come with another fan, which of course in this case is unopened. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Wait, there wasn't. But as you can see, guys, like the silver part right here, that's of course where all the blades are. And of course, it's dangerous whether it's closed or opened at the same time, mainly because it can be used for so many possibilities. Now, this next piece of weaponry I'm going to bring up is, I'm going to say, it pays homage to one of her late, uh, I'm not going to say, sister, but in a way, they acted like it, or, well, I mean, this one acted like it more in particular. But as of course, a sai, which of course a traditional weapon used by another fighter who sported a sort of magenta, purplish type look and a more ravenous appetite, if you will. But that's best served for another time because I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about, but her name ain't going to be mentioned because that's not who we're here for tonight. Um, but yes, as I said, she hails from the realm of Edenia, and of course, once more, in a time being before it all happened, Edenia was a peaceful and beautiful place to live. It had families, beautiful scenery, oceans surrounded it, trees and forests, all that. But it was a palace, but of course a city of ever thriving communities. However, that all changed one day when Shao Kahn had come to town. Now, in the beginning, she was a loyal stepdaughter to Shao Kahn. Now, I say stepdaughter because she wasn't actually her father, or he wasn't her father. Sorry, got my words mixed up right there. But it's just she knew something was wrong with him, mainly because there was a horrible truth surrounding his rise to becoming the king, ruling by her mother's side. And the reason is, I'll get to that in just a minute. However, there was a time where she knew that she had to just, tear herself, just separate herself, separate all ties from him, because he knew, or she knew, he had ill intentions to make her use her abilities. Because her being a stepdaughter of his, she was trained in the arts of assassination, and of course, in doing so, she became one of his best assassins. And she was trained in the deadly arts to kill mercilessly and without regret. And there was a time in the Mortal Kombat X game where it showed a more, how can I put this, a sort of aggressive, more forceful side of her, because in that game it seemed as like she kind of took the role on as a sort of merciless Edenian killer. Because it's true, one of her variations in there was assassin, but I'm veering off point here. Sorry. Yes, it's true. Um, like I said, at one point, Edenia was in ruins thanks to the hands of Shao Kahn, but Shao Kahn, and it's my fault. But although it seemed as though like she was loyal to him, it was actually her time where she knew it wasn't enough. She was not ready for this. She did not want this anymore. Where she actually betrays him and actually became an ally to the Earthrealmers. But at one point, her loyalty was, sort of shaky, mainly because, as I said in the beginning, Shao Kahn had trained her to become one of his top assassins, and that sort of, shifted the whole trusting factor between Earthrealmers to trust her because they felt like she wasn't necessarily able to fit the profile of, being helpful. But thanks to Raiden, he saw the goodness in her heart, and he knew that she had been through a very traumatic experience. Um, Mainly because since like Raiden could feel like the guilt in her soul and in her heart, mainly because the horrible truth behind the guilt is the fact that she felt it because her true father, which of course King Jared, was actually killed at the hands of Shao Kahn, which gave him, the rise to take the throne and rule at the side of Queen Sindel. Which unfortunately at the time, some people believe that it was actually Queen Sindel who killed Jared, but others say it was Shao Kahn. But to me, I feel like they were working together, because they really are a terrible couple. But that's just me. I say that with the utmost respect because I respect both Shao Kahn and Queen Sindel because they're both amazing fighters. But I respect Katana more because of the tragedy that she went through and the fact that she, sort of rose above it and became her own person and allied herself with the Earthrealmers in doing so to help bring down Shao Kahn and his empire. Which, of course, in this instance, in Mortal Kombat 11, it happens, because small spoiler alert, though, folks, small spoiler. In story mode, I do apologize about this, folks. Like I said, I do apologize. In the story mode, there was a time when Shao Kahn had actually come back in time and went one-on-one with Kitana, and in doing so, she wounded him deeply, with the slash across his chest, and in doing so, the Outworld was left without a Khan. Now, in this instance, a Khan is basically the High Ruler, or the King, or the Queen, if you will. And in doing so, she stepped up and she handled the role and took the role of Khan, which, of course, in this case, where she became known as Kitana Khan, you know? And I think that has a nice ring to it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, I can't get over this detail of this fan. This is beautiful. Really, I love the color scheme. I love the coalescence, if you will, of how, like, if you look at it, it has sort of a rough pattern right there, how it coalesces with the blue and the blaze itself. Man, I just think that looks awesome. Man, I need a drink after that one. Oh boy. Excuse me. Okay. Um. Also, I did find out some small, interesting facts about Miss Katana here. It's the fact that, in a way, she herself and Jade, and I know I said I wasn't going to mention her name here, but I feel like I have to. Melina, which of course, um, in a way, they felt sort of like the Charlie's Angels of Mortal Kombat. Mainly, I say that because, like Charlie's Angels, there was three types. There was, I mean, it's hard to say in this instance, because they're all badasses. They all know how to fight, but at the same time, I know they have little individual tidbits about themselves that sort of, separate them from everyone else. And the cool thing about that I found out about this today, very interesting fact, is that in the beginning, the creators actually wanted to name her Kitsune. Now, there was a meaning behind her name because there was two names to it. Um, Now, in the beginning, as I said, they wanted to kind of split her name up a little bit to because there was a sort of, you know how can I say this, mixed feelings about two names. There was Kitsune and Katana, and no, Katana, like the Japanese blade. Now, I'm gonna say the reason they didn't go with Kitsune is because Kitsune means fox in Japanese, or fox girl. Sorry. something like that. I apologize if it's wrong. But katana, of course, is blade, and to me, I kind of feel like it's sort of coalesced with her a little bit, mainly because foxes, they are nimble, they're very agile, and of course the katana is a very sharp blade. It can basically almost cut through anything. In a way, I see, she's a nimble fox fighter, but that's just me, folks. I mean, really, I'm happy that they gave her the name Kitana because it's a coalescence of both a a strong blade and, of course, a very agile and nimble fighter, which, of course, in this instance, she is. Boy. And as I said, folks, a small story around this one right here. It was sort of a late, I'm not going to say birthday present, but I think of it as a trophy, mainly because she was able to. Um, it basically pays homage to the late clone sister of Kitana, which of course is Melina, and she uses it very well in the game itself. And of course, it's always like a nod, of course, to the the Melina fanboys out there. I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna hurt some feelings. I mean, she's Melina's kind of annoying. That's just me, mainly because just she had her screen time. She's been throughout numerous games. Now I understand Kitana has also, but I kind of feel like Kitana's more, she's more of a key character than Melina. But that's just me, folks. I know that there's plenty of other folks out there who really want her to come back into the game. There's a lot of like petitions going around trying to get her back into the game. People pestering Ed Boon, the creator, of course, and I feel for you, really, I do, Ed. I mean, I feel like she doesn't belong back in the game, mainly because she died in a previous game, and I figured it should stay that way. But that's just me. That's just me, folks. I apologize if I hurt any feelings. Let me get this away here. Boy. Okay. So, next up, we're gonna go ahead and hit the realm. Oh, sorry, the realm change button here. Okay, and let me just get this guy here. Put you up right there. I'm actually very excited about this one, folks. As I wasn't excited enough about Katana, as you can tell, I'm actually very excited about this one. Please hold on to your hats because this is going to get very interesting now. Um, as I said, we're going to take a trip. Now, it's going to be one last trip, folks. One last trip into the Lin Kuei lifestyle. Now, I know that I've mentioned previous fighters before of this particular faction, if you will, but I know that I sort of speak about these guys a lot, but I'm happy to have this one in my collection, folks, because as I said in the beginning, we're going to be bringing the final piece of a trinity of three fighters, three very I'm sorry. I just keep looking at him over here. He's looking at me like, get me out of here. Three of the most well-known fighters in the Mortal Kombat era, and of course the Mortal Kombat series. Now, he is one of the most well-known cyber assassins, if you will. And like Kitana, he made his debut in Mortal Kombat 2. Also, um, the cool thing is that he's a sort of secret character, if you will. But he's also, I mean, in the beginning of Mortal Kombat 2, he was unplayable. But there's a reason for that, and I'll tell you guys why in just a moment. Now, while he was only unplayable while in his human form. Yes, it's true, folks. Like all the Cyber Lin Kuei, they all started out as humans, but unfortunately, they succumbed to the Grandmaster's plan and became cyberized. And as the cool thing is that he only had to wait one other year to become playable, as he became playable in Mortal Kombat 3 in his cyborg form. Now, I do really feel for him, folks. I really do. Now, before, just hold on, folks. Before I bring him to all of you, I actually read up on this particular fighter, and as I said, even though he was not playable in Mortal Kombat 2, it was actually he would actually still be able to see him, sort of often in the Living Forest arena or Living Forest area, and he was in there, of course, with other names such as like Noob Saibot and even Jade. But the only time you'd see him is when he was in creeper mode, which of course in this case, creeper mode is when he would peer out from behind a tree and just watch you as you're fighting. And it's like, yeah, beat him up. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I apologize. But um, this piece is coming out of the Storm Collectibles family. I'm actually extremely happy that I actually discovered the Storm Collectibles family because every figure that I've gotten from them is nothing short of perfection, flawlessness. It's just the character is amazing and I love it. But, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big Wolfpack welcome and hold your breath on this one. I'm sorry, folks. Please hold your breath. To the final piece of the Trinity of the Cyberlin Quay, Smoke. That's right, folks. Mortal Kombat Smoke. Whoa, he just looks awesome. Let me just get him out of there because I thought ahead on this one, folks, and I actually cut the devil's tape, so I was ready for him. Oh, you can stop holding your breath. I'm sorry. You can breathe. Sorry, it's just with the whole smoke thing. Sorry. Ooh, easy now. Easy. Lovely. And one thing that I love about each of the Storm Collectibles family figures that they send me is that, or that I procure from them, is that they baby their figures and that they take care of them so well. It's the fact that, as I said, like the previous two, which of course was ketchup and mustard, they were extremely well packed and of course extremely protected, by a plastic piece on the front and of course a plastic piece to, preserve the figure. Wow. I'm just looking at him right now, folks, and he looks amazing. Let me get him out of there. Yes, come to Papa. Wow. Ooh, he looks awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the suspense. Here he is. Take a look at him. Woo. Now, I know that on screen, on the color, he looks bluish to you guys, but it's actually, sort of, purplish, sort of light bluish type thing. Hard to say what kind, but hey, I love this thing. I'm not gonna lie. And as I said, like each of them, he does, of course, come with a very, very well-known part of him. The chest piece here opens up. Oh my goodness. Why do you do this to me? Oh, whoops, sorry. I keep forgetting. I always need to fix that part before I take him out of there. But yeah, look at that. As you can see, of course, inside there's not really a heart in there, but a bunch of circuits. Hang on, folks. Let the cameras. There you go. All the wires and stuff like that. He just looks amazing. Hang on. Close that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, as you can see, like all the Cyberlin Quay, he's rocking the Dreadlocks man, which of course looks epic, man. And of course, one thing other that I love about the Storm Collectibles is that that when they give you the accessories, they give you the accessories because there's a lot more about this guy. I mean, he's one of the more dangerous of the Cyberlin Quay, and there's a reason for that, folks, because I want to get into his a little bit of his history, but and then we'll get into his accessories. We're going to get into every little piece of him tonight, folks, so please sit back and enjoy. As I said, folks, another piece. He is another piece in the Storm Collectibles family, and he has a very traumatic past. I ain't gonna lie, folks. Okay, and as I said, there was a pun I was gonna use. He was the man who, the machine who basically makes you smoke, or cough. I'm sorry. He's the machine who makes you cough or makes you smoke. It sounded a lot better when it was in my head, but that's just me. But he did have a real name in the beginning, and of course that real name was Thomas Verbata. I hope I said that right. Verbata. Yes, it's Verbata. And his fellow Lin Kuei brethren, as I said, he was human in the beginning. Yeah, but the thing about him is the fact that he became a tortured soul, if you will, and I didn't really get a chance to read up on how that happened, but in a way, is actually that his soul became trapped in the body of the cyborg that you guys just saw, and one of the most, how can I put this, more well-known features, or just one of those sort of, featurettes that sort of stand out among him the most, is the fact that he's basically constantly emitting, smoke, and certain movesets that help him stand out from every other fighter, which of course includes the power to teleport, and of course turn invisible. And he does come with another accessory, which of course I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't want to spoil nothing. I'd rather show you guys when I get to it. But which indeed, those few moves, for most well-known moves, they made him into one of the Lin Kuei's top assassins, mainly of course due to the fact that he could go invisible and just punish and destroy. And while each cyborg sort of specialized in a specific area of combat or killing, his specialty, however, was stealth and speed. And that basically, in turn, it made him, sort of move much faster, more stealthy, more even agile for a cyborg than the other Lin Kuei ninjas of themselves. And he'd also related, of course, he was a great hand-to-hand combat fighter because, as you know, like I said, um, he was um, he was a Lin Kuei fighter, and as I said, he did use smoke-based attacks. Not all of them were smoke-based attacks, but they were still destructive. But smoke-related attacks, such as like teleport punches, and there was even one more defining factor that he had. But I'd rather show you guys before I tell you. Oh man, they got the devil's tape in here. Why do they have the devil's tape? Oh, there we go. Because like another particular fighter in the Mortal Kombat series, he shoots a projectile, and of course, it causes him to grab hold of his opponent. And of course, yes, it is a spear, but not just any spear. It ain't like scorpions, I'll tell you that. Look at this thing. This thing is just massive. As you can see, it rocks a trident tip at the front, and of course is tied together, which of course is by the wire. And of course, what's cool is, as I said, each piece actually attaches to his chest, so that way he makes it shoot out. See? I wonder if it's like, why? Come on now. And as I said, I love each and every little accessory, folks, but we're gonna get into that right now. And as I said, folks, like ketchup and mustard, of course, Sector and Cyrax, for those of you guys who don't know, he did have a well-known, one of the more well-known fatalities, which, of course, as you know, included bombs. But when he shoots his bombs out, instead of blowing like himself up or like him and his opponent up, he releases a plethora of bombs. I really don't know how he fits them all inside, really, but a plethora of time bombs that literally destroys the earth. It reduces it to nothing. And that's amazing, because the first time I saw that fatality, it was just, whoa, how am I still playing this game if I'm dead? But before we get into a little bit of fun facts, folks, I want to show you guys some accessories. Now, and of course, I did say that he came with bombs, and of course the bombs are a lot like Cyrax's, of course, as you can see, pointed all around. But as I did say, he did come with not one or even just two. He came with a plethora of bombs, folks, because he was one of those guys who fought and did what was necessary to get the job done. As you can see, we have 4 little explosives here. Let me show you guys. Don't worry, they're not armed, so they won't explode. Dang, these are awesome. I get it. And of course, he comes with 2, 4, 6 interchangeable hands. And of course, another well-known fatality is it's known as the force-fed grenade. And the way that works is a hook protrudes from one of his shoulders while holding a lit grenade or even a pulled grenade. And basically what he does is he forces his opponent to open their mouths and swallow it. And that's basically what this is right here. There's the grenade. Now I know it looks like the fuse is lit, but don't worry, it won't go off. I've already disarmed it. And of course, as I said, this would snap on to his shoulder here, and basically he would just drop it into the opponent's mouth, and then kaboom. And one cool thing that I did see is these little things right here. And what these are, they're basically the smoke that would be emitting from him. And if I remember right, they should go right underneath here. Forgive me, folks, because I did not get a chance to see how these work. I do believe it goes like that. Oh yeah, okay. Let me just get this other one on, then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm sorry, I'm already just having too much fun with this guy. He looks awesome. I love this character. I love the concept. Of course, as I said, rocking that patented costume of his, the cyborg costume. Beautiful. Check him out. Check him out. Don't worry, hold your breath. He's smoking. Look at that. That looks awesome. Truly a great night tonight, folks. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right there, folks. I hope you enjoyed tonight's showcase, of course. And before we do, though, I want to give a special shout out because I actually looked at my stats earlier today, and we gained one new member of the Wolfpack family, folks. And I want to say thank you and welcome to the Wolfpack, as we had gained one new subscriber today, and I'm extremely happy extremely welcome to have you in the pack, and I appreciate you, and you know who you are. But until next time, guys, if you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it appears here, and feel free to sample any one of these videos, of course, when they appear. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, lávese las manos, por favor, and please, wear your masks, okay? Peace.